Oasis Audio presents the Edgar Rice Burroughs Authorized Library.
The Return of Tarzan by Edgar Rice Burroughs. Read for you by Ben Dooley. Forward. Few sequels in the history of world literature, popular or otherwise, so cried out to be written as did The Return of Tarzan. Back in 1912, readers were enthralled and captivated by the saga of Tarzan of the Apes when it appeared in the pages of the All-Story magazine. But when they came to the final chapter, they were both astounded and appalled by the way in which Edgar Rice Burroughs ended his incredible tale. Discovering the truth of his parentage, that he was really John Clayton, Lord Greystoke, peer of England, Tarzan renounced his heritage to avoid interfering with the impending marriage of the woman he loved, Jane Porter, to his cousin, William Cecil Clayton, the presumed heir to his hereditary title, lest Jane be forced to break her solemn vow to wed the man she had thought she loved. "My mother was an ape," Tarzan asserted moments after receiving a telegram declaring that his fingerprints prove him to be the true Lord Greystoke. "I never knew who my father was." This shocking, if noble renunciation infuriated readers who expected this romance of the African jungle to end in the customary romantic manner. Once Tarzan learned who he really was, he would naturally wed Miss Jane Porter of Baltimore. But no. Having written a story unlike any other, Edgar Rice Burroughs penned an ending unlike any other. Howls from readers ensued. What kind of hero spurned the girl? Especially when he was fully entitled to marry the woman he loved. It simply wasn't done. All-Story letters columns overflowed with demands from outraged readers that Mr. Burroughs produce a sequel that set things to rights. One contemporary writer was so incensed by this violation of the romantic formula that he wrote his own ending and pasted it into his bound copy of the magazine story. In it, Tarzan renounced nothing, and the author closed with a sappy poem, after which John and Jane presumably plunged into nuptial bliss. I suspect Burroughs wrote his stunning ending for the same reasons he concluded A Princess of Mars on an unexpected note, and I am grateful that he flouted literary convention. No doubt there would have been a sequel to Tarzan of the Apes, regardless of how he had concluded that seminal story, but it would have been a vastly different narrative. Having left his readers dangling, Burroughs was free to explore the dramatic possibilities inherent in Tarzan's sacrifice. Without that hook, he might not have produced as compelling a sequel as otherwise. By extending the uncertainty and therefore prolonging the drama, ERB ensured that there would be a Waziri tribe, an Opar, and most importantly, a priestess La. Fresh characters and developments that helped transform a superlative pulp novel into an enduring book series, which eventually spawned a multimedia sensation expanding into our present century. I first read Edgar Rice Burroughs at age 15 back in 1968. Like many of my generation, I had been gulled by Hollywood distillations of the ape man into thinking he was a two-dimensional, sometimes whimsical character. Reading Tarzan of the Apes and the sequels that followed forever changed my thinking, if not my life trajectory. That 15-year-old would be astounded to learn that in the 21st century he would resurrect Tarzan in novel
Sample complete. Ready to continue?